Hello everyone, this is Doxy Mom and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit that little red subscribe button. You can ring the bell for notifications, and if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. I'm here with Miss Peanut, and bless her heart, I think she's ready to lay down and take a little nap, but we're here to bring you the news in 15 minutes or less, so let's get started. Now guys, first thing I want to link that one of my subscribers, a Mr. Craig Chanel, he sent me the link to the WikiLeaks drops. Remember those happened back in 2016? And I haven't had a time to go over there and check all that out to refresh, but I just wanted to say thank you, Craig, for giving me those. And if you guys want to go over and check that out, I'll leave that link. Now, yesterday, in my video last night, I went back this morning just to watch it, just to make sure everything sounded all right. And it sounded like that I said that Eric Trump did press charges against that woman who spit on him. And guys, I said he did not press charges, but for some reason, maybe it was just me, it sounded like I said that he did press charges, but he didn't. So I just wanted to clear that up for anybody out there. And you know President Trump, he's been over there at the G-20 summit, and I believe they finished all that up. But he announced that he was going to be at the North Korea border, and that if Kim Jong-un wanted to come and visit with him, that he would make the time to do that. So I thought that was nice of our president to offer Mr. Kim Jong-un the chance to come and say hello. And you know, Pastor David's been talking about a possible third summit, so that would be wonderful. Guys, we want to be friends with North Korea, okay? It just makes sense. Now, President Trump also said something very interesting. He said if he had not become president, that we'd be at war with North Korea, and that's a certainty. Those are the words he used. Now, guys, I've been saying this all along. Hillary was going to win. Then we were going to go to war, either with China or Russia or North Korea or somebody. But according to President Trump, it was going to be North Korea. And, you know, a bunch of people were going to die. And, of course, all the Christians, they were going to round all the Christians up, put them in a FEMA camp, and either kill them or imprison them, just like they did to the Jews back in World War II. And then the New World Order was going to come in to save the day. And they were going to have all these terrible rules, and there was going to be one religion of self. So, thank the good Lord above that the president, President Trump got in, and, but for him to say this, I mean, this is pretty big, guys. But the G-20 summit went great. He thanked Mexico. He said that there are 16,000 troops at I believe at our border, and there are 6,000 troops at their border, and so they've got troops down there at their southern border and at our border, and they're keeping everything. They're keeping people from coming into the country. So thank you, Mexico. This is wonderful. He also said he had a good meeting with China, and there's two different videos, and I'll leave links to those. I have not finished the one where President Trump was giving his whole summary. That one's pretty long, and I just hadn't had time to get through it, but if there's anything else, I will bring it to you. Now, this is very exciting, guys. Mark Taylor, he was on Blessed to Teach with Rick last night. Now, I missed the live interview, and I hate that, but I did catch the replay. Now, Mark started out by saying that Donald Trump Jr. had just tweeted out, and I'm going to say it word for word, but this is interesting, guys. He said, and I quote, "In all fairness to JFK, with today's Dems platform, he would not even be on this stage. This is not your grandparents' Democrat Party." Now, didn't I just make a video about 5 or 6 days ago that was called JFK would not recognize today's Democratic Party? I wonder if Don Jr. saw my video. Probably not, but it's fun to think about that. It is very exciting that, these things are lining up, and apparently, by him saying this, what Mark is thinking is maybe they're just trying to kind of slowly introduce JFK Jr. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But Mark went on to say that it could be a junior ticket in the future, or it could be another junior. We'll just have to wait and see. That prophecies are mysteries. And, but right now, guys, right now, the biggest concern is that the judgment is coming on the churches. Now, it's not all churches. Not all churches are corrupt. I go to a little tiny church up here in the country. We're very small. We're non-denominational, and we're not a 501c3. But some of these big churches, he says, we got to get ready, because these big church leaders, they are going to be exposed. Now, Mark said that, he wasn't quite as worried about the Catholic Church just because of all the pedo stuff that's been coming out. And he's more worried about the Southern Baptist, the Methodist, the Presbyterian, whatever. But big church leaders were getting ready to be exposed. And remember, I made a video on this about Joaquin Garcia. He ran that big 1 million people church, and he went down, and that video was entitled "More Info on Linda Collins and Mega Church Leader Garcia Arrested," if you want to go back and check that out. But he says that the information that's coming, it's going to rock people's worlds, and that some of these big name people, when this comes out, it's going to devastate people, and guys, they're just not going to know what to do. And so we're going to have to be the ones to step in and pick up the pieces. And now, guys, this is me talking. This isn't Mark. But, we've been told to be ready. And we have been told to be that friend, to be that loving person, to help these people out who aren't going to be able to process all this information. And, if you're just sitting and watching videos, and maybe you've been wondering, well, what's my role? What should I be doing? Well, God has got a role for you in this fight. Now, it might be just to give Linda an ear, a sympathetic ear. It could be to just talk to someone, your neighbor, your co-worker. It may be called, you may be called to start a home church group, because apparently these are coming back. And guys, if you feel like God is calling you to do this, I've got great news, because I'm going to leave a link, but OmegaKingdomMinistries.org. They are offering a 12-week online study course to teach you how to start your own home congregation. And guys, it's completely free. So if you feel the Lord calling you to this, because I kind of thought maybe God wanted me doing this with the home groups, and then I remembered I have 4 dogs, and some people don't want a 65-pound boxer sitting on their laps. But hey, you may be called to do this. I was called to, do these YouTube videos, and I still am kind of shocked that I'm even doing this. Of course, it's just divine intervention. This is the direction God wanted me to take in my life, and I just really didn't see this coming. But, here we are, so we're just moving forward. And I just have the sweetest and kindest subs of all of YouTube. So thank you, guys, because your encouraging words continue to just help me continue on, because there's some days I'm like, this video's a mess. I'm just going to stop this. And then people will just make the nicest remarks. So I guess I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. So thank you, guys. You just do not know how much your comments touch my heart. But like I said, it can just be something as simple as listening to someone who's asleep, or just sharing. You can share videos. You can share my videos. It's free. Please share my videos. But we got to get up every morning. We got to put on the armor of God, and we've got to get on the front lines and just figure out what God wants us to do. But back to Mark, he says the exposure is accelerating. There was a pastor in Ohio who got a life sentence because of PDEO and sex T on a 14-year-old, and you know that judge said he didn't even show any remorse, and this was a pastor, guys. It's crazy, and now they've put a number on it, and guys, just get prepared, but they're saying 80%, 80% of the churches are corrupt. This just breaks my heart, guys. He also said, if you don't have a stomach for justice, you need to get one quick, because justice is not pretty. Justice was not pretty in the Bible, and you're going to see suicides, you're going to see people go to prison, you're going to see executions. You know, those 4 New York Police Department officers who were all connected to the Winter laptop, and they all supposedly committed suicide. So 17 tells us to be ready. And Mark said that America will be cleaned up of all these traitors, and other countries are being cleaned up, even Russia. Now, he said that Putin hates the globalists and the Illuminati, and Mark said he had a prophecy that Putin would be helping and taking down the globalists and Illuminati. And guys, I had watched a video, I don't know, 8 or 10 months ago about a Russian who said that Putin was not a globalist. So, you know, this is good news. Apparently, Russia is going to work with the United States to help us take all this corruption down. And then all the other countries, they're going to get cleaned up too. So this is great news, guys. Now, Mark also says that the enemy's timeline has been denied. It's been pushed back because there's just too much that God wants to do. First is justice, then bringing his people back into the billion-soul harvest. But many on the left are brainwashed, and so we got to red pill them, and then we need to open the door to Jesus to them. Then Serial Brain 2 put out an exciting video today, and I'll leave a link, but the main thing I picked up on was him relating the drone attack to the stock market. Because according to Serial Brain 2, that drone attack was not only a way to pull the U.S. into a war, a useless war, but it was to make the stock market go down. And guess what? That didn't happen. Mark Taylor was asked about the stock market, and he said he thought, now he wasn't prophesying this, but that it was if we do go back to a gold standard, there's got to be some type of reset. I mean, that's just common sense. But he didn't think there was going to be a stock market crash either. Now, guys, I am not here to give financial advice. That is not my area, but I'm with them. I don't think there's going to be a stock market crash. And according to Serial Brain 2, the white hats are in control of the stock market. So this is excellent news. Well, I'm going to leave you with a tweet from Educating Liberals, and it goes like this. He says, "Dear Libs, there's going to be a day of reckoning where your favorite celebs and politicians who you looked up to as heroes and champions of good causes, they are arrested for unspeakable acts of crime. And when that happens, just know I'll be there to help you process it. Where we go one, we go all." So guys, be ready. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, I'm Doxy Mom, and God bless you all.